every Easter break, students either make really good progress or they waste 2 weeks. I've seen many students take all sorts of different parts when it comes to their revision. And so I'm here to tell you what actually works. I'm going to give you a simple, realistic Easter revision plan. So, first of all, how many hours should you actually revise? So, it's important that you are realistic in how often you revise, because the worst thing you can do is revise a ton and then burn yourself out, because that is just not going to help you long term. And so how often should you revise? Well, it depends on how you've been revising before the Easter holiday. So if you feel like you've been doing okay at revising, you've been revising fairly consistently and you've been doing well, then 1 to 2 hours can be plenty. If you feel that you haven't been doing as much as you should have been doing and really need to revise quite a bit, then 2 to 3 hours could be a good revision time. Doing that every day, 2 to 3 hours or 1 to 2 hours. Now, if you're doing 2 to 3 hours, especially, you want to put breaks in there. Make sure to put breaks in between in the tutoring session so that you're not just working constantly. And don't put in the breaks something like scrolling through Instagram or something like that, because that you're not going to stop that and you're just going to waste the whole thing. So make it something that's not addictive. So revise for, let's say, 2 hours every day, but make sure throughout in the week or the 2 weeks that you have 1 day that you do not revise. Have a break. Make sure you have breaks. Breaks are so important when it comes to revision. Make sure you have breaks in the tutoring sessions, but also a day when you don't do any revision. So when it comes to topics, what topics should you revise during those sessions that you have revision wise? Well, it depends on you, really. What would be good is for you to get a list of all the maths topics and to write down which ones you find hard, which ones you find easy, which ones you find maybe medium. And so you want to mix up how many subjects you do when it comes to the revision side of things. You want to make sure that you have some hard in there, some easy, and some medium subjects when it comes to each revision session. For example, if we're trying to allocate time, you could try and you want to allocate more time to the topics you don't know, so let's say 60%. Then you could have 20% medium, 20% easy. Or you could do, if you wanted to just do subjects you find hard or subjects you find easy on the list, then you could do 80% hard topics and then 20% easy. So just make sure the bulk, the 60 or the 80%, is on the hard subjects so that you're actually learning, but don't ignore the subjects that you find easy or medium either, because it's essential that you still go over those. When you're revising for the holidays, what I would recommend is doing a complete GCSE paper at the start of the holiday and then doing a complete GCSE paper at the end of the holiday. This will help you see the progress you've made, and it'll make you happy and help you gain confidence, because you will have revised well and you will be much more happy at the end of the holiday. I would recommend also making that the same paper. If you're prone to really memorizing questions, then maybe do a different paper, but doing the same paper will help you to see the result more and it'll make you feel happier. And finally, when it comes to your revision, you want to have the different subjects throughout the different days, but you also want to quite regularly, maybe at the end of each session, do practice GCSE questions, not full papers, but practice GCSE questions on those topics. That will really help you to gain confidence for the exam, and it will help you to see how those sort of topics are applied in an exam context. So hopefully that's helped you. Hopefully you've seen a type of revision plan that you can make. Of course, this does require structure and require planning, but it is so worth it when you've got that good GCSE grade. If you want a personalized personalized revision plan for Easter, specifically for you or specifically for your child, then click the link below, because it will take you to a free planning call and we can discuss a plan specifically for you, so that you can most benefit from your revision time this Easter holiday. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.